स्कॉटलैंड के शहर ग्लासगो में मकामी कॉलेज के लेक्चरर्स को बिला जवाज़ मुलाजमतों से फारिग कर दिया गया। मुलाजमीन ने इस जालिमाना इक़दाम के खिलाफ हड़ताल कर दी। कॉलेज की यूनियन फैला ने मुतालबा किया है कि असातिज़ा को बिला जवाज़ मुलाजमतों से फारिग ना किया जाए। इस हवाले से नुमाइंदा दुनिया न्यूज़ फरीद अंसारी रिपोर्ट कर रहे हैं।
स्कॉटलैंड के शहर ग्लासगो में मकामी कॉलेज के लेक्चरर्स को बिला वजह मुलाजमतों से फारिग कर दिया गया। मुलाजमीन ने इस जालिमा इक़दाम के खिलाफ हड़ताल कर दी। कॉलेज की यूनियन फेला ने मुतालबा किया है कि उसातिज़ा को बिला जवाज़ मुलाजमतों से फारिग ना किया जाए।
But the reporting went as follows: oh, the poor people over Christmas, they won't be able to travel. They spoke to the General Secretary of that trade union, and he said, you are all well aware, we've never been on strike over Christmas. This is just a lie. And this is how things work. The public is undermining us, but we will not give in, we won't budge.
उसातिज़ा का कहना है कि पाकिस्तान, भारत और दीगर ममालिक से तलबा तालीम हासिल करने आते हैं। उन्हें पढ़ाने के लिए कम वक्त दिया जा रहा है, जिससे उनकी तालीम मुतासिर हो रही है। मुख्तसर अरसे में तालीम मुकम्मल ना हो सकेगी।
Lecturers here have been in dispute with college management for the past 12 weeks because management have made cuts to lecturing staff, they've made cuts to teaching time, they've made cuts to learning support, and they've made lecturers' working conditions really intolerable here. So currently we're in our 12th week of strike action. The strike is going really well. There's a strong turnout, as you can see in the background. We're striking against management's unfair working practices. We're striking against further cuts that will be made to lecturers, further cuts that will be made to students' courses being cancelled, and our working conditions deteriorating.
We're obviously out on strike now. This is week 12. One of our big issues with management here is the lack of accountability, the poor governance. We also think that money is not being well spent by the college management here. The wrong priorities are being pursued. We feel that vanity projects, questionable international projects are being pursued at the expense of learning and teaching here. We are here to serve the needs of the community here in Glasgow and the west of Scotland. We don't feel that the principle by prioritising international vanity projects is serving the interests of our community well at all. I say there's lots of questionable things that the money has been spent on. It's not going towards education, core education goals. We're very concerned about that. We want the government, the Scottish Government, to intervene. We want them to come in and to look at how the money is being spent, to make the boards of management more accountable, and to make sure that there's proper governance of this institution, and that we also have fair work principles, which is a policy that the Scottish Government is very keen on. We do not feel that the management here cares about the staff and cares about students. This needs to change.
And I genuinely thanks from all the communities and the people internationally listening to this. What we would like to say is this is a reinstatement of the 11th week of the strikes against the college and the college management poor handling of the students' learning and the community interest. They are self-proclamation of themselves, and the culture of the learning and teaching and the people management has deteriorated. That has resulted into the strikes, people being made forced redundant, and some few people, they're just driving themselves to proclaim themselves. They're not serving the interest of the Scotland, they're not serving the interest of the student, and it has all resulted into this college has been internationally very reputed, and every student around the corner is suffering. So you could see here, so we all are here striking for the betterment and save the jobs and for the saving the future education. We do have lots of students coming from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh internationally, and so they are all getting affected severely by this poor management of the governments. We urge the international community, and also we urge the Scottish government to take and save the reputation of the college sector.
And I am protesting and striking against the management rules which are unfair and which are quite stressing for the lecturers at the moment. The basic aim of this strike is that our lecturers, which are compulsory redundant, which are forced to do that, and we are striking against that management decision. Also, we have learned that all the lecturers who are not the part of the striking action and who are not member of the EIS union, they have been forced, stressed to take over the classes, and if they are not doing, and they are pressurized by the management that we should be cutting your courses, we should be cutting your teaching time, which is really affecting the learning and teaching ability of the students in this college. We are striking against this management tactics to pressurize the lecturers and making them to work in an unfair way. Our basic aim is fair working practices, fair pay rise, and fair solution for the learning and teaching affecting of the students.
I've worked at the college for about 15 years and my partner was ill and I took 9 months off to look after her through treatment. When I returned, I was targeted for redundancy partly because of my absence. This is kind of indicative of kind of the unfair work at this college. It's been a horrible process within 6 months for me now. Really, it's not moved forward. They've not listened to any of my pleas, and it's just quite honestly exhausting.
कॉलेज के उस्ताज़ा की हड़तालों का सिलसिला जारी है कि इंतज़ामिया हमारे मुतालबे पूरे करे। उस्ताज़ा की जबरी बेदखली, लेक्चर देने के लिए टाइम की पाबंदी को ख़त्म किया जाए। कॉलेज यूनियन ने स्कॉटलैंड के फर्स्ट मिनिस्टर हमजा यूसुफ से भी रब्ता किया है और मुतालबा किया है कि हमारे मसले का हल किया जाए। फरीद अंसारी, नुमाइंदा दुनिया न्यूज़, ग्लासगो, स्कॉटलैंड।